Tappei just released Arc 8, Chapter 4 of the ReZero web novel, and this is a summary of the chapter. Let's get into the chapter. And the title of this chapter is called Warrior Instinct. It really tells the story of this chapter about a world that's really about. It's called Warrior. And it starts with Ismail was a warrior of a molecular tribe and the hope of the clan. In the center of the gauntlet face, the large blue eyes are crystal clear, looking unhesitatingly into the future. No, I was expecting it. Now Ismail's single eye was a sign of bad omen, like a golden moon rising in the dark night. In order to raise the name of his clan, he bravely challenged the Imperial City battle and entered the battlefield as a rebel aiming to become Emperor Vincent Vlakia's head. He was clearly going after Vincent Vlakia just to raise his family name, his clan name. So he got to the wall. And however, Ismail's rapid advance didn't end there. The prison flames that were released completely burned the big eyes, Ismail, and the molecular warriors who followed him. And, the zombies. And even he who survived half death lost his life in the ruthless pursuit of the blade. Yes, I lost my life. It was supposed to be. Blown away by the bombardment, his body was torn into pieces, and he should have died for sure. Despite this, Ismail stood up with limbs sprouting from his burnout, blown out body, while carrying his special battle axe on his shoulders. He walked through the ruins of the worn, torn Imperial City. The only thing that removes that cold, icy body into the strong, swirly feeling of hatred. Where are you, you disgusting beast? And he's trying to look for Todd, because Todd did kill Ismail before he met with Subaru, Katia, Flop, and all of them, and Rem in the building. So he was after Todd that killed him. So Todd gave the scouting report, and he actually said, hey, this guy's bad news. This one guy is like a general with a bunch of mediocre soldiers. This guy is really dangerous for the group. It can ruin everything. And his wife, Katia, his fiance, Katia, said, can you do something with the children and use the children for some way and somehow save all of us? And he actually is a real good warrior. So she's trying to think of a way with Todd to do something with a plan, but they can't change paths because the water is about to come. So they were actually in a stalemate. So everybody turning to Subaru, and Subaru was thinking about using the return of death, but he said he can't, because if you repeat the return by death and crush the wrong route, you might eventually reach another exit by the shortest route. But that is the idea of the premise, that there is a goal no matter what route you take. If you can't make it in time, you can't choose the later option. On the other hand, if you take the option of fighting, to be able to fight against a formidable opponent. And so he was thinking about these options, like, hey, I can't use the return of death, because what happens if we crush the wrong route? Then all of a sudden, hell will break loose. So it was like, you know what? Let's just fight. Let's go ahead and fight and defeat the zombies. And their main focus is the zombies. And Subaru, the reasoning he came up with that decision, because he felt it in my soul that both of us came to a mutual conclusion at the same time, that felt that what was necessary to achieve, it was combined with strength and wisdom. Then it changed to the point of view to Ismail. He cut into the house into two with one swing. When he did the big move, his stone flew into his face. He saw it because of the special eye and dodged it. He looked at the direction and saw multiple colors with fighting spirit. A warrior's death comes at the hands of warriors. More stones are thrown at him. They obscured his vision, but then he got mocked by Todd. As I thought, if you have only one eyeball, your field of vision will be narrowed, right? So if you have one eyeball, so he mocks him. And Ismail changed his attack to land on Todd, but he actually suddenly disappeared, like teleported away. Another boulder shoots through the wall, aimed to his shoulder. He keeps getting distracted by multiple attacks, but then he notices someone behind him, a black-haired boy with blonde girl in his arms that changed. Elminia. All of them had color of fighting spirit. Ismail decided to tank it. After the Elminia attack, Ismail is defeated and the chapter ends there. So guys, let me say this. It was a great chapter. It was a great back and forth dialogue. And what a great chapter about being a warrior instinct and having warrior spirit. I mean, that was a true good chapter about Subaru really becoming a warrior and having Todd. At the same time, everybody has warrior spirit and warrior instincts. They actually work together to defeat a big opponent called Ismail. And it was really nice and refreshing to have a tough opponent like that for the series, and especially after a terrible arc. And this was a very good chapter. A lot of people, they use everybody. Tanza had expectations for Subaru. Todd had a scouting report, helped Subaru, and he used his tactics. Subaru was becoming smart. Beatrice using her powers, Elminia and all that to attack them. And man, let me tell you that it all coming together. The teamwork of Subaru and Todd is really peak. It is really really good. I can't wait to see the future with Todd and Subaru, how they keep on being teammates and working together. I can't wait to see that in the future and see how that progress and improve over time until this arc is over. Probably, hopefully, they join the camp later too. But guys, fantastic overall chapter. Really pleased with the chapter. I can't wait for the next one. But tell me what you think about this chapter in the comments down below. Tell me what you think and subscribe to the channel, like the video. But I'll see you in the next chapter, and I'll see you in the next video.